Hello, you guys. This is Unpredictable Me, and this is your girl Amber. Welcome to Unpredictable Me. Today I'll be having the Thanksgiving leftovers. I'm having tomato soup and macaroni, Keisha's greens, and her vegan meatloaf. And of course I got my wine, can't forget that. And the mixed berry cobbler. And let's get started. So the first thing I'll be having is the macaroni. You guys, vegan macaroni is amazing. Especially the way Keisha makes it. Cheers. The way Keisha makes it is out of this world. Her food tastes better than the restaurant or even the hot food they got at the grocery store. It's like, I can't believe every time I take a bite out of something. I'm just like amazed. Check out how good this looks. Look at that, you guys. We got the meatloaf. Oh. I forgot to introduce the macaroni. How are you to me? Check that out, you guys. Look at that golden color. So what are you guys doing for your holidays? And here you guys, I got East Bay magazine because I love shoes. Let me show you what shoes you girls could get your boyfriends that they'll most likely enjoy. Let's see. Look at this. Stephen Curry's point guard. Honestly, I think the best shoe out of these Stephen Curry's is the blue one. The cobalt blue, look at that. Those are nice. And I would know because, like, off camera, I'm actually really tomboyish. Like, I normally don't even dress this feminine. Like, normally I'll be hanging around the house in, like, a t-shirt and pajamas. But I should show you guys a picture of what I look like on a regular basis. And you guys will laugh. You'll be like, no, that is not the same girl. think the macaroni has got to be the best thing on this plate because of how cheesy it is. That one is very bitter, but it's good. Now I'm gonna try the soup and tell you guys how that tastes. Now this, you guys, is tomato soup. Check it out. Look how good and delicious that looks. Even this is finger looking good. Now I've noticed today when I was on the live, I was looking at other mukbangers. I cannot believe how a lot of them are similar to how Keishan Jr. do the roommates. I couldn't believe how the style of the videos look a lot alike. It's crazy. I was watching Mama D's video. It was her current one with the blindfold seafood. The blindfold seafood boil. I couldn't believe how good the food looked. On top of it, I was just looking at the fact that they're blindfolded and able to still crack shells. I think if you could do that, you were incredibly smart. Could be personally. I think I want to do that, but I'm afraid to. What up? Shit, I'm afraid I would cut my fingers off trying to do that. Because when I break the shells off the seafood, I don't break them off with my hands. I use scissors, as you can tell. But it'd be funny trying to watch me do it. Just because you're sitting there thinking, oh, look here. We got the cat boots. He just ran away. He wanted to bother me to let him out. And then I put him in the camera and he wants to run. I'm gonna see how these greens taste. I think I might put on, let me try it. I might put some hot sauce on it. These greens are really good. I'll show you how they look. Check that out. And this, you got the turnip bottom, the bell peppers. That was really good. And it's funny, the roommates, well, the other two roommates, are actually in the other room watching the roommates. I just heard the music from the roommates just come on the TV. I was surprised. So you guys, what's your favorite shows to watch on, what's your favorite shows to watch? I know my favorite is, Two Broke Girls. And, which other show is it? I also like that show, Orange is the New Black, and Grey's Anatomy. Every time I watch Grey's Anatomy, that show has me crying. There's not an episode I'm not crying. I mean, watching it. It's just unbelievable to me. Thanksgiving, it was a lot of fun. I did a Thanksgiving video with Junior and Keisha on the roommates. It was a fun video. Anytime I hear anytime Keisha and Junior start fighting, it always gets me started. It's amazing those two bring out the goofy in me. I think if I had I pretty much learned a lot. In the time I lived with Keisha and Junior. Oh, well, they kind of helped me grow up a little better, or grow up. Like, for example, about 5 years ago, when I was about 23, and I moved in. I didn't even know how to, I feel kind of shy talking about this, but I didn't really know how to cross the street right. like in order for me to cross the street, I would just wait until the light pole said walk or don't walk, and I'd just click on the button to speed it up a little bit, and just wait for the light to say walk. And now we have the mixed berry cobbler. That's just amazing. I'm gonna try a little bit of everything. I know you guys, I know what you're just thinking. I'm not one to dip that cobbler in that soup, even though I do a lot of weird things on Unpredictable. I will not be doing that. By the time I lived with Keisha and Junior, I learned how to do a lot of stuff. Like I learned how to cross the street, how to clean the inside refrigerator. And in a way, pretty much they helped me kind of grow up better. Because when I was still living at home, my mom and my dad, they'd work all day. They would work like 10-hour shifts, so it would just be like me and my brother in the house. I'd be in my room trying to figure out my homework and waiting until like 7 o'clock at night to even ask my mom to help me with it. Like something you guys probably don't know about me is I sort of have a learning disability, so it wasn't really easy growing up with it. Because for one thing, a lot of parents that have kids that have it, like, I don't want to sound stereotypical, but most of them are Caucasian. They treat people like that, like they're overly sensitive about the topic. Like, my kid has a learning disability. I need to help him grow up a little faster, so he's just up to speed with everybody else. But in my family, that did not happen. Like, my family make it seem like a good thing if a kid grows up sheltered. But there's a thing about that. If a kid grows up too sheltered, he's not going to know what to do when he gets out in the real world. Now, I mean, personally, I feel extremely lucky because I met Keisha and Junior when I did. Because these two took me in like I was a daughter. And you can't find too many people like that. when you do find people like that, you should hold. It's hard for me to talk about without getting emotional. You should hold on to them. Because you never know when you're going to lose them or burn your bridges with them. So ladies, if you ever grow up sheltered and end up chasing after a relationship that your family didn't want you with, and then have to deal with the embarrassment that your family was right and they throw it in your face when that relationship doesn't work and you gotta move back home. Pretty much, you would think if you heard about the way that I grew up or the way my upbringing was, that was like easy, but it was not that easy. Like for one, when you're a kid, and you find out that you have a learning disability, it kind of makes you feel like you don't fit in. And it could tend to make you extremely depressed about that, because honestly I feel like that's something that you can't really change if you have one. I mean, that's just how I feel. I don't know how other people's opinion on that is, but I just know how I feel about that. And it is depressing, like you wouldn't believe.